guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Emma from Kyuujin, and today we are back at you guys for the finale of House of Dragon, episode 10 from first season.
This is it. This is it, guys. It happened. War has begun, sort of.
Yeah.
Viserys being dead, everyone made their move last episode. You had Alicent telling the small council what was going on.
My husband, the king, told me on his deathbed, Aegon shall be king.
She wanted to do it peacefully, thinking she's basically following his last words.
And then you got everyone from the council who's basically told her that we planned all along to put your son on the throne.
Yeah, they were preparing this coup, and it's convenient that they have this, like the last words of King Viserys to back their claim. She was overwhelmed by all of this. The only guy who said something against the travesty that this was killed by Christian Cole. Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
No one said anything. They didn't give a shit. Otto asked to get Aegon. He was somewhere away, like the White Worm had taken him. She wanted to use him as a way to stop the kids fighting pits that was happening. Aegon apparently supported that. He put his bastards in it. That's fucked up. They got the White Worm killed, by the way, because Alicent figured out that her father was using disinformation to further his plans. And so, yeah, she showed her feet to Lord Strong, and he burned the place up. Crazy. She wanted to make Aegon king, but peacefully. She does not want to kill Rhaenyra, but this is the idea that's going around. Otto wants to get rid of her because otherwise, of course, people are going to say no. Of course, they're going to back her claim and she's going to do something about it. So yeah, they're fighting amongst themselves. Aegon was crowned, and Rhaenys, she didn't really know where to go in that episode. Like she was told to follow the Greens, but she had pledged her allegiance to the Blacks, so to Rhaenyra. So in the end, she just took her dragon and destroyed the place right after the coronation, killed a few people too. She could have killed Aegon, Alicent, Otto, all of them.
Yeah.
But she did not. So now she's lost, she's gone. And we're about to see Rhaenyra's reaction to all of this.
Alright.
It's a really gloomy day in King's Landing. We'll see what happens next. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of these episodes, and check out our Patreon for the full-length reactions.
Let's go.
Viserys! We finally
saw him, guys.
dead.
Dead, but we saw him.
There's a blue one. Who's the blue one? They're literally showing us everyone that's still alive. It wasn't like that in the other episodes. That's new.
There is a lot of player in the game right now.
Princess Rhaenys has just arrived on Dragonback.
She has news.
They don't know yet.
No, because they did not want the information to spread. Things are about to take a turn.
Might we hope for news of Lord Corlys's recovery?
Viserys is dead.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
This is brother and father.
Oh.
There is more.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Aegon
prepare.
has been crowned as his successor.
How did Viserys die?
I could not say.
It's gonna sound like they murdered him.
The High Septon crowned Aegon in the Dragon Pit.
Don't lose the baby. I think she's gonna lose the
They
baby.
crowned him before the mass.
It's true that they did it in front of the small folks, so they're not gonna support her.
True.
I only rushed this warning to you out of loyalty to my husband and to my house. The Greens are coming for you, Rhaenyra.
The Blacks need to prepare.
We should leave Dragonstone at once.
So she gave them a small mercy, but
It's like a battle, man.
the whole thing is gonna start with the loss of a child, man.
Baby's coming.
Her term is far from complete. This should not be happening.
It is fucking happening.
This is too much for her at the same time.
Yeah.
Naught is to be done but by my command.
Yeah.
Keep it cool, dude, for now.
Right now, she needs to focus on this, but in her head, there's like a million thoughts going.
We'll send ravens to our nearest allies, Lords Darkling and Daemon.
You should be with her. Dude! Yes, there's things to be done, but
I'll fly to the Riverlands myself and affirm Lord Tully's support.
You will do no such thing.
Like she
My mother
said.
has decreed no action be taken while she's abed.
It's not your place. You're king consort to something that has no
In
crown
any
right now,
case-
so...
You're supposed to do a partnership
You're needed
with your
to control
queen.
the skies on Virmax.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, you're the heir now, man. And dude, you're nothing. That was always the plan.
I shall see it done.
Summon Sir Stefan. Our Kingsguard are needed on the Dragonland.
The thing is, if he reacts and she's not... message she doesn't want to send. What if she decides not to fight, you know?
Swear anew your oath to Rhaenyra as your queen.
Or...
Prince Jacaerys is the heir to the Iron Throne. Or, if you support the usurper, speak it now.
That's
Then you will
enough.
have a clean and honourable death. But if you choose treachery, know that you will die.
Slowly, painfully. Is that a dragon?
Yeah, she's a dragon. She's pulling out her baby, man. Oof. I feel like there's stuff she needs to do, and this was keeping her here, and everyone else was moving without her. She needed to take things into her own hands and do something. And dude, I understand there's stuff to be done, and if you wait too long,
I should have been there with her.
he should have been there with her. And she's technically in charge. Him taking over like that, I didn't like that much.
This is literally a bad omen.
And the fact that you can't even be by her side through this, it's not a good sign either, man. Daemon, you're sleeping on the couch tonight.
I mean no harm, brothers.
Here's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, I mean,
I swear to ward the Queen with all my strength.
put the crown on her head, man. It's hers. Black Queen! She has the best soundtrack, too.
it's settled then. We're going to war.
It looks better on her. But yeah, we knew that. As soon as they put Aegon on the throne, we knew that. This looks better. They choose to kneel for her. It's not like we're forcing anyone to show up. The greens and the blacks. Dance of Dragon.
Oh, that's cool.
God damn, I didn't know
No
they could
wonder
do
there's so
that.
many holes in that table.
I didn't know they could do that. They really missed out on Game of Thrones.
Your cause owns a power that has not been seen in this world since the days of old Valyria. Dragons.
The Greens have dragons.
They have 3 adults, by my count. We have Cyrax, Caraxes, and Melis. Your sons have Virmax, Arax, and Tyraxes.
True.
Yeah, but we're gonna burn
Yes.
everything.
None of our dragons have been to war.
There are also unclaimed dragons. Then there are the 3 wild dragons, all of whom nest here. We need a place to gather here at Harrenhal. We cut off the west, surround King's Landing with the
Harrenhal?
dragons, and we could have every greenhead mounted on spikes before the fucking moon turns.
And you're gonna burn
A ship has
everything?
been sighted offshore. A long galleon flying a banner of a 3-headed green dragon.
Green dragons?
It's not a good color for the banner of Targaryens, just saying, but...
She's coming for a poor palais.
She got to Aegon first, so Alicent is gonna be in charge. But the thing is, I'm afraid that other people will not necessarily listen to her, and they're not gonna accept whatever they say to her. Oh, especially if it's Otto who showed up.
Hey, you bring me back to
We've been here before.
Yeah.
I come at the behest of the Dowager Queen Alicent. I've been directed to deliver her message only to Princess Rhaenyra.
There's no princess here, so...
Did you say Queen Rhaenyra?
Well, you remember how she arrived last time?
Just like the beginning.
It's better to do it this way because they wouldn't dare attack her on a dragon like this. And we can't trust them not to try. She made it a point to land behind them so she could go through them and be like, see, I don't fear you right now, I have the power.
King Aegon Targaryen, in his wisdom and desire for peace, is offering terms. Acknowledge Aegon as king. In exchange, his grace will confirm your possession of Dragonstone. Viserys will be confirmed as the legitimate heir to Driftmark. Your sons by Prince Daemon will also be given places of high honor at court.
Loki, no, but Loki, it's not bad.
It's not bad, but I don't believe it.
Have them carry shields and caps for your drunken usurper cunt of a king.
He speaks his mind.
The succession changed the day your father sired a son.
See, he had his
I
plan
only
all
regret that
along.
you and he were the last to see the truth of it.
You are no more hand than Aegon is king. Fucking traitor.
She's right. Because he's been manipulating everyone from the beginning. He just said he didn't give a shit about what Viserys wanted. And like, you guys are not hearing this?
Fuck is this?
Queen Alicent has not forgotten the love you once had for each other.
Oh, it was the page she tore from the book in the very beginning.
Queen Alicent eagerly awaits your
Which
answer.
she's kept all this time.
Let's end this mummer's farm.
Dudes.
Sir Eric, bring me Lord Hightower so I may take the pleasure myself.
No.
I really don't like how they disregard her. Like, they keep speaking over her. Even you, man. Calm down.
King's Landing will have my answer on the morrow.
You need to keep a cool head. No matter what you choose.
As queen, what is my true duty to the realm? Ensuring peace and unity, or that I sit the Iron Throne no matter the cost?
It's Aegon's dream.
To defend the realm, not cast it headlong into war.
Well, the enemy have declared war. What are you going to do about it?
That's the thing that we kind of criticized
Clear the
Viserys
room.
also.
I did say that Rhaenyra could decide not to keep this going, but it would mean letting go of everything that's been promised to her and her sons, and also putting herself maybe in danger. So there's a good and a bad side to this. Daemon sees that as a personal affront for sure, but she has a good point when she says that her job is to make sure there's no war, and doing this would
Does
be
the
more.
promise of war excite you?
You cannot bend the knee to the Hightowers. They stole your birthright.
Well, I should declare war because I'm angry.
No, because it's your duty as queen to crush rebellion.
You know my oath reaches beyond our personal ambitions. A song of ice and fire. The conqueror's dream.
Which you won't see in
So
your
shall we
lifetime.
meet
But...
together?
Oh, bitch! Bitch!
My brother was a slave to his omens and portents.
Dude, let go of your wife?
Dreams
Man.
didn't make us kings. Dragons did.
I don't like this. Oh, your wife and queen, man.
I never told you. Did he?
Little Spike, he didn't tell you everything. But this is a fucking line. I'm sorry.
Where is Daemon?
There were other concerns which demanded the prince's attention.
She wanted him away.
Put him in the
You
corner.
declared allies.
Yes?
Too few to win a war for the throne.
Take one of hers and put it on Driftmark, man.
Also, all of them swore oaths to me.
As did House Hightower.
As did you, Lord Corlys.
Give me your answer.
We're all waiting.
He's obviously not here to say, I support the Greens.
Your father's realm was one of justice and honor. Our houses are bound by common blood and common cause. This Hightower treason cannot stand.
Thank you.
You have the full support of our fleet and house.
Yep. And with that, we're pushing her a little closer to war, so she might consider it. The more support you give her, the more easily it might be.
If war's first stroke is to fall, it will not be by my hand.
You do not mean to act.
Taking caution does not mean standing fast. I wish to know who my allies are before I send them to war.
Get close to them.
The consequence of my near demise in the Stepstones is that we now control them. I took care to fully garrison the territory this time. A total blockade of the shipping lanes will be in place in days, if not already.
Cool.
Nice.
The narrow
Finally.
sea is ours.
It's been 20 years, but we did it.
We can cut off all seaborne travel and trade
This is
to
big.
King's Landing.
I should take Maelys and patrol the gallop myself.
They are actively helping, and this is good. They changed the tides so quickly, and it's not a play with game. With
He
words.
is Lord of the Tide.
He is a tide.
If we're to have enough swords to surround King's Landing, we must first secure the support of Winterfell, the Eyrie, and Storm's End.
Pretty sure Winterfell's gonna be in.
We should bear those misters. Dragons can fly faster than ravens.
And it would
Sends
have
a
a
message. Yeah.
More convincing, and the fact that you're gonna be there, more impactful.
Yes. It's huge though.
Prince Jacaerys will fly north. First to the Eyrie to see my mother's cousin, the Lady Jane Arryn, and then to Winterfell.
It's getting exciting.
Prince Jacaerys will fly south to Storm's End. We must remind these lords of the oaths they swore, and the cost of breaking them.
Dragon. We might have the Baratheons by simply having Rhaenys on our side.
True.
The Starks are gonna keep to their oath, so there's that. The Eyrie depends. I've never met who's in charge right now, so
But it's the fact that Daemon
it's her
is,
mother. It's her mother's cousin. So
True.
Lord Boros is an eternally proud man. You'll be honoured to host a prince of the realm and his dragon.
Use that.
the Baratheons are loud, but they're proud.
They're proudful people, so use their proud to do your bidding.
I expect you will receive a very warm welcome.
Hopefully. Man, am I excited for season 2. You make allies, you make friends. You make this bond strong. No play on words again. Let it go well, please.
Oh fuck, his uncle. Aemon is there. Shit. And his dragon is way bigger than ours.
And he's way better than us. We just need to be more convincing.
Remind me of my father's oath.
Yep.
King Aegon at least came with an offer. My swords and banners for a marriage pact. Which one of my daughters will you wed?
He's already wed with someone.
Daemon and Rhaenyra have kids.
I'm not free to marry.
So you come with empty hands. Go home, pup.
This strong.
Tell your mother that the Lord of Storm's End is not some dog that she can whistle up at need to set against her foes.
We were right. Pride is strong.
I
in
should
this
take
guy.
your answer to the Queen.
And also remind you what happened to those who betrayed their oath.
My Lord Strong.
Don't bait him. Don't be baited. Don't do
Did you
anything.
really think that you could just fly about the realm trying to steal my brother's throne at no cost?
I came as a messenger, not a warrior.
Fight would be little challenge.
Don't do anything.
Don't be provoked, man.
I want you to put out your eye.
Oh, that's the
him.
blue one.
It's payment for mine.
Hey, you got this instead, man.
No.
Then you are craven as well as a traitor.
Not here.
Give me your eye, or I will take it, bastard!
Oh, fuck.
Not in my hall!
Yeah. Shut the fuck up, man. Maybe that's enough to convince him to switch sides. Maybe you won't like them and you'll be like, you know what? It's wishful thinking, but... And be careful. He could run to his dragon and get you. Be very
He
careful.
will probably do that, yeah.
It feels like he's about to die. Oh, no, he's not there anymore.
He has a young dragon, right?
Yep.
I feel like Vega's gonna eat.
He could.
He's gonna be right after him. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh. Oh, fuck.
Bitch.
Oh shit.
I'm so stressed. We're short, we're smaller, we might be faster too, those quicker with the turns and stuff.
You caused it first. You attacked first.
Well, no, he insulted first. He doesn't. Oh, the dragons are fucking going loose. Oh wow. Oh. Well, bitch, what did you think was gonna happen?
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Yeah, you fucked up.
Oh. Fuck. Do you think that's why when dragons fight each other, it's become just a bloodshed because they don't listen anymore.
Yeah, they lose focus, and I guess they do whatever they want.
You just declare.
He wanted to play with him. He wanted to scare him away.
Yeah,
Did not
but-
intend to kill him, but
You just declare war.
what were you expecting? Yeah, we're definitely gonna fight. No fucking waiting for this. Poor boy, man. He was so young.
And she just lost the baby not long ago.
Yeah, and it ended up, like, at the end of the day, if you really think about it, it's kind of an accident, but she's gonna see it as straight up murder. Music is good. Turning so dark.
She's turning dark.
This is a mother who's fucking angry. The dragon, man. Oh, got chills. Fuck. You cannot end this like that.
Season 2's gonna be a massacre,
Oh, I
guys.
can't wait.
Oh,
I can't
shit,
wait.
shit.
God damn it.
Well, like Alison
You rolled the
said,
dragon,
a
man.
9 for a 9, a son for a son. Which one is it then?
Well, the one who killed him. This is a mother who is pissed. Love the acting, by the way, and this last scene was just phenomenal. I was waiting for that face. I was wondering what face we were gonna see when she turned. She earlier when she took things into her own hand and took her baby out. We kept seeing glimpses of a dragon. I was thinking like
But I
she's a
think-
dragon and this is the proof basically.
Yeah.
Like we're basically doing a parallel between her and the dragon, showing her strength, what she's capable of doing if she needs to do it. We just woke the dragon right there. It's gonna come for House Hightower.
For the green dragon?
There's not gonna be any fucking mercy, I think. Not anymore. There are many things you can do. I think killing someone's child like that, you will take away any sanity that could still be behind. At least in the beginning, it's gonna be rough. And he was going there not as a fighter, he was going there as a messenger. You should not, it goes against rules to attack a messenger.
Rules, yeah.
And to be, granted, Aemon did not want to kill him. He wanted to play around with him, but that's the thing. He's been acting like he's the shit ever since he got his dragon.
Yeah.
Acting like he can do whatever he wants, make demands, act superior. He is strong. He's been doing his thing, but eventually, when you play around too much, people can end up hurt or dead.
But like we said, is the fact that both of them, the fact that he tried to use Vhagar to playfully attack Arax,
push the dragon,
and both of them were not able to control the dragons anymore.
The other one was too young, so when they got attacked or something, it just he lost control of his dragon, and that dragon threw spit fire to Vhagar. Vhagar saw that as an attack, so fuck that shit. We're fighting back. They both lost control, but that's the thing. When you play with dragons, every mention of Targaryens being gods...
When you play with fire, you get burned.
Yes, and that's the thing. A lot of Targaryens keep saying they are like gods, and they're superior, and blah blah blah. They tamed the dragons. No. They did not tame the dragons. If the dragons want it, they'll kill you all.
The dragons allow yourself to ride them.
So whenever Rhaenyra was saying to her kids, or when she talked to her father in episode 1 about how they are perceived as gods, but they're not gods. They are basically, they are like that because of their dragons, and it doesn't mean anything if you think about it, because they're not really in control. This is true, this is the proof, and this could happen later on. If you lose control of your dragon, what's it gonna do? It will torch the place, and you don't want that either. Whoever wins, if you rule over a kingdom of ash and bones, or whatever's left, you're basically not a ruler. You're fucking you're a killer, you're a murderer, you're a destroyer. You're not a king or a queen.
But it's gonna become a place of ash and bone. If you recall, Harrenhal.
Yes.
From Game of Thrones.
It was a message, sent to the lords and stuff, like what they could do to such a big castle. It was a show of strength from the dragons, but if you're not in control, who knows what it can do? And who's to say it's not gonna spit fire at your own army at one point, and who's gonna want to fight for you then? So they gotta be careful, but this is a very dangerous game they're playing. Aemon stepped over a line, and she's definitely gonna be coming for them. But, gosh, this was a good episode. Probably one of my favorite,
Yeah.
I would say.
Just this one or 9 and 10?
No, especially this one. Last episode was good, but favorite-wise, this is definitely one of them. I think the wedding would have been another one.
There is a huge difference between the way that Rhaenyra and Alicent are technically ruling.
Yes and
even though that in Alicent's case is her son who's in charge. Well, her father basically.
Both, when faced with the situation, chose to stay calm and to aim for peace. Fucking Alicent sent the page that Rhaenyra tore from the book in episode 1. Because I'm pretty sure that's the page. This was a callback to their friendship before everything happened. A call to, I care about you. Once you cared about me, let's not forget that. Let's not fight each other. And Rhaenyra was crying and she listened enough to basically stop everyone from planning this war and think about her options.
But I like her plan that she said she reminded everyone that as protector of the realm, we should find a way to dodge bloodshed as much as possible.
This is what I meant in episode 1 when they talked about the prophecy, Aegon's dream, Song of Ice and Fire, and I was saying I was a bit disappointed that they did a callback to that because it just reminded me of the disappointing season 8 of Game of Thrones.
We don't
talk about that. But I also said, if anything, it was gonna show me why they would act a certain way, why they would choose to rule a certain way. It definitely did that in this episode. Why Rhaenyra chose to answer like this, why she chose this approach, because she tried to follow Aegon's dream, which is to unify the realm. The Hightowers are not thinking about that. They have never heard of the song. Alicent is trying to keep the peace as much as possible, but as much power as she has right now, since we talked about this last episode, since they gave it to Aegon, whoever gets into Aegon's ear gets the power, and we don't know what he's gonna do.
And even before or beside that, her father is scheming in his corner and doing what the fuck he wants to achieve his goals.
They are weak from the beginning, I feel, because Otto and Alicent are not on the same page. She just got her ally to burn down the house of the White Worm. So no more spies, or at least no more person in charge of the spies for Otto. They are fighting amongst themselves, so how are they supposed to present a united front? So they're not going to follow that train of thinking. And that's not just them. Aemon thinks he would be a better king than Aegon. Aegon has his doubts. A lot of people don't think he should be the king because he's not suited for it. So really, and even in the small council, most of them follow Otto, but the Maester did not say anything, the Grand Maester. He kept quiet because he did not want to get killed and he wanted to keep it, calm. But he also did not really voice his opinion on what was going on. So there's division everywhere in King's Landing. But it looks like they're united, but they're not. And it's kind of true also on the Blacks. It's just less intense. It's just a big break because it's between Rhaenyra and Daemon. So quick transition.
I do believe that they are fighting together, like they want to.
Now, yeah.
No, they are fighting, together as an ensemble, but it's the way both
in
of them.
front of others.
Yeah,
in front of others, he listens to her. He gives her the title.
But I think that both of them want to approach the fight or the war with different views, the different way.
At least in the beginning.
Yeah.
Because later on, now after what happened,
she's gonna say take our dragons and just go and torch everything.
She might go crazy a bit. Where I say there's a division, it's because Daemon is very prideful. Whenever someone insulted him before or took away something that he believed was rightfully his, he would react with a strong message. Either it's, sending the gold cloaks as a message in the streets to show his strength and show that they follow him and all of that. Or it's killing his wife to just have a good excuse to come back and be in the face of all these people who basically want him gone and play with Rhaenyra.
Or decapitating Cole's brother.
That too, reacting with anger.
Yeah.
He's a dragon for sure.
He's an impulsive man who
Very.
needs to act.
He's a man of action.
Quickly.
Yeah, and he's used to this, but this attitude that he had before, which was to disregard the stuff that he was ordered to, so basically, like, if he's told not to do a certain thing, he'll most likely do the opposite. Rebel openly against his brother back then because he thought that, he wanted to prove himself, and if he wins, I guess they can't say anything, but if he had lost back then at the Stepstones, it would have been bad. But he won, so what do you say to that? He brought the crown, so he still defied his brother. He defied him several times because he's like that. And now he's defying his wife and his new queen. They are supposed to be united, and I did not like how he should have been with her while she was trying to give birth, and she was suffering. She needed him by her side. And I understand why he saw like it was necessary to go quick with this, like to send ravens, to call for the allies, to prepare the guards. He needs to protect his family. He needs to protect he needs to protect the island.
Yeah.
He needs to prepare for war. So I understand you needed to act quick, but you're not in charge. She did not order you to do anything. If anything, she sent her son to tell you not to do shit without her say so, and he ignored it. He kept going with it, and he ordered, the people around. While hearing her scream, he knew he should not have been there. He should have been with her. She called for him, and he ignored her. This, to me, sends a strong warning of what if in the future he does something like that again, goes against her wishes, or acts without her say-so, and does something that she did not want to do. As queen, you do not need this, and he is not king. He is king consort. He's not supposed to do this. But he's like that. He will act out. He will do what he thinks is best. And the thing is, now she's angry, so she'll probably be more inclined to listen. But they chose her because she's capable of staying calm. And if he whispers in her ear, or does things without her say so, and she lets it go because it's Daemon and because she's angry too, other people that are allied with her might start thinking that she might not be the right choice. I don't know. It all depends on what they do, what Aegon does, and it's gonna be dangerous. But that crushing of the throat he did, dude, we know he has a control issue where he likes to be in charge, he likes to be in control, and if he doesn't have that, he feels cuckolded, like he feels weak, and like when it's sexual, he can get it up and stuff. Like there's something going on there, and people have talked about how he may have been into the idea of being in control. And when Rhaenyra back then in the brothel took over and started leading, that's when he lost interest. It could have been a multitude of things. It could have been that. It could have been just the fact that he regretted what he was doing and stuff. But the idea of control is interesting. And when he feels that Rhaenyra is not listening, when he feels that Rhaenyra might be doing something against his wishes, if he starts getting violent, because he'd rather be in control.
It's true. When you think about it, back then when they met again when she was older and she talked with him, she needed his help. So he was technically the one with the bigger stick in the situation.
And to be fair, he's always wanted her. So he was happy that she needed him. But it's not so much like, I'm forcing you to do this, or I'm telling you to do this. She was asking him, so the choice was his. He was in a position of strength. And I feel like if this becomes a thing, if he becomes angry later on when she chooses not to listen to his advice, or when she does something he doesn't approve of, or when she argues with him because she believes she's right about something and he believes she's not, if he turns angry like this and threatens her or hurts her, I don't know. I kind of like Daemon, but this might change my opinion of him.
Not this.
Not this.
Why do you think that when she was giving birth to her child, we saw flashes of her own dragon?
I talked about this before. I felt that this was just a way to tell us that she's a dragon. She has the strength of a dragon, and we shall not forget that. This is something I was talking about when... this is what I meant when I said I hated the scene. Well, I liked the scene, but I felt anger when Otto showed up at Dragonstone, and he and Daemon kept kind of talking over her at one point. Like she was talking to Otto, but eventually Daemon just stepped in and he started threatening people and just answering instead of her when they were here to see her, and she's the queen, so she should have a say, so you should not be able to talk right now. And he kind of took over the conversation, and Otto responded and stuff went like, are you forgetting who's the queen here? Like, are you forgetting who's supposed to be in charge? I kind of didn't like that they overlooked her, because this has been the problem ever since the beginning. Otto, which by the way, literally said
Yeah,
he never gave a shit.
He confessed.
Yeah, never gave a shit about what Viserys wanted, because he did say until the very end he was deluded with the idea that Rhaenyra should have been heir. So you just showed your cards, but we already knew that, so there you go. But where? So stop shit. I forgot where I was going with this. What were we talking about?
You're kind of pissed that they put her aside and just talk over her.
Oh yeah, it's been a problem since the beginning, because I think putting her as heir, knowing she was going to be a risk for the future, because of course the man of the realm would not want a woman as queen. This has always been the idea that people would reject her as heir, so it would be easy to replace her with whatever boy Alicent would give birth to, because that was his idea. He's been planning since the beginning. So if they disregarded her as heir before, now that she has a crown, some might like that, but others will always disregard her, and Otto is definitely one of those people. And Daemon thinks of himself too, like he thinks too highly of himself, and he's prone to anger and lash outs. So yeah, this is what happens when you put them together. It's gonna be tough, man. Ally-wise, we're pretty good. That Driftmark is yours scene was great. I wanted him to just be like, what's your position? Just place a black token on Driftmark. That would have been cool. But he still did something freaking great. Just gave her the support, and then she's undecided. She doesn't really know what to do next. She needs to be assured of what she has before choosing to fight, because if it... Basically, you can still unify the realm if most of the realm is with you on this. Because it's not unified as long as everyone is not together on it. So if you have 3/4 of the realm and they have 1/4, you basically put them in shape, put them, slap them on the head. You win the war, and then you unify the realm with everyone else.
Yeah.
So pretty sure the Starks might go for it.
But the Baratheon, he technically has a point though. What can you offer me for me to...
Well, it's just too prideful. And the thing is, Aemon went there with something to offer, but Luke had no jurisdiction for this. Like, he was not told what to do if he asked for anything. So if Rhaenyra had been there, she could have promised one of her sons, like, she had sons with Daemon, why not offer a marriage with them, or offer them lands? Like, if we defeat the High Towers, it's not what you can actually offer, because they're pretty far away, but you can offer the lands of the defeated if you want. Like, you can offer stuff, but that's for Rhaenyra to do.
But what you say when you said that you want me to respect the oath made by my father? I did not make that oath.
No, I think he should follow the oath. But what pissed him off is I'm reminding you, because he's prideful and he didn't like to be told what to do. It's a Baratheon, man. They are angry easily. I don't know. He was freaking out when they started fighting. Like, he was like, not in my hall. But then if he finds out they killed them, the thing is, they share blood through Rhaenys, so I was expecting him to think about this, but he's a Baratheon. He's not necessarily going to think about it. Not everyone is Stannis.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to kill a messenger.
He's not. He didn't.
No. But if a messenger was killed in his hall,
he wasn't in his hall when he died.
True.
So things are. It's still war, but I was almost expecting him to maybe react to this. We'll see. He might change sides, but we'll see. The thing is, if Rhaenyra learns of this and chooses to offer him something, that's if she still wants to deal with the Baratheons, because this led to the death of her son. So we'll see. But going back, because I was not talking about the Baratheons. That Driftmark scene where he was like, okay, you need assurances that of what you have, and he was saying, okay, you have us, so because of us, you'll get this. I'm gonna move this. You're gonna get the stepstones. I'm gonna move to place barricades there right away. And you had Rhaenys being like, and I'm gonna fly over with my dragon and get you this, and this. I was like, wow, this is why we needed them on our side. This is definitely why. And they really danced through what I talked about last episode, the different choices they could have made of either, like, for sure they were not going to follow the Greens, but I was wondering if they were either going to follow Rhaenyra because of what they promised before and because of the marriages they have between, they're not married yet, and one of them is not going to get married now.
But what? They had other sons?
They have no heir to Driftmark.
True. Yeah.
So, I guess it's going to get, like, who gets to be heir of Driftmark? It can't be Jacaerys, so it's going to be one of the granddaughters. No choice. So, or the son of whoever, but that's usually, and we'll see. Still, he pledged allegiance. So, that's a huge move, that's a huge power, and I was afraid they were either, I was wondering if they were either going to follow Rhaenyra or choose to stand on their own.
To stand neutral?
Stay neutral, yeah. I also played around with the idea of, again, claiming to the throne, but they've left that behind. He's left that behind. So
Finally.
that's good. We don't need a third player.
Yeah.
And he was willing to do my second option, to leave them alone, just stay neutral. And she ended up being the one pushing for it. I think she really liked Rhaenyra's response.
Yeah, she liked it, but she has a point. If they do not... their grandsons, Jacaerys, Luke, and the throne that I forgot about it.
And their wives.
They will never be safe.
Yep.
If they don't get rid of Aegon.
She's looking out for her family, and I think, kind of like with Alicent last episode, which I felt that's the reason why she might not have killed them all. She respected Alicent's way of thinking. Like, she's a mother protecting her child. She doesn't want anything for herself. She was true to her word that she wanted peace, so I think she left that alone. And then she went to Rhaenyra, probably with this image of, this woman killed my son, or had my son killed. She's probably thinking that she's a manipulator, that she's willing to kill.
She's gonna do anything to take back that throne.
Yeah.
But the fact that she said, I'm a protector of the realm and must unite the kingdom, not be the queen of
she was trained
blood and ashes.
Yeah, she was aiming for peace, and she stayed calm despite a huge room of men trying to tell her what to do. And this is very important, because as a woman, once again, if she gets the Iron Throne, it's going to be that every day. A bunch of lords trying to tell her how to do her job.
How to rule?
Yeah. So she is really the one trying to keep Viserys's vision, his way of ruling, alive. And she respected her cousin, so this was definitely a point for us, for the Blacks. It's not going to be a surprise that I'll be supporting the Blacks, because I don't believe it's fair for the Greens to have a claim at all, considering the ruler before, Viserys, chose his daughter as heir. When it comes to Alicent and Rhaenyra, I like them both. It will tear me apart to see them fight each other, for sure. I feel like they were both just pawns, unfortunately, in this huge world dominated by men. And they did their best to survive. They were so young back then, too. They did what they thought was right. Or for Alicent and for Rhaenyra, she was wild. She was told that she could take whatever she wanted, and she did it. Now she's paying the consequences, but she's trying to mature a little bit. She's trying to do things better. Alicent is trying to do things better. Like, the both of them are victims. They're just human, right? So I don't blame any of them. But unfortunately, now we're moving ahead, and we're gonna have to fight. So fighting wise, I definitely support the Blacks. The crown belongs to them rightfully. Rhaenyra, at least. From there, you get to name whoever you want as you know.
Even without it, it's just the fact, the way that the Greens, mostly Otto, basically,
planned everything,
or get rid of everyone who does not want to to go with it.
It's giving me strong Lannister vibes. Basically, that's that. Like, Rhaenyra is just trying to get what she was owed, which is the crown her father gave her, and it's so cute that she gets the crown of her father.
Yay!
But yeah, so she's trying to. She is heir, so she is rightfully queen. Everything else that's going on in King's Landing, that's usurpers trying to get the power. Whatever their reason, they manipulated, they played around, they pushed for their agenda. So I cannot support this. But when it comes to Alicent and Rhaenyra, it sucks, man.
But I will concede though that the fact that they ascend Aegon in front of the masses.
Well, this is to make sure that, because you can be king, that's good, but if the people do not support you, this is a message that the White Worm actually said to Otto last episode, how the people put you on the throne. This is the people that make you who you are. It's kind of true. You cannot be a king if you have no one to rule. And King's Landing is mostly inhabited by peasants, small folk. Yes, they will be, they will live off of whatever they do. They will suffer through this war for sure. Food will come in shorter, will come in short. It's gonna be tense. It's gonna be tough. But if they decide to fight back, yes, they can defend themselves, but it's still gonna cause a lot of trouble, and they cannot focus on the small folks. So it's better to have them on your side. And if Rhaenyra is not chosen by the people, which is important, we talked about this. They talked about this before.
They can rebel against her.
They can reject her. You cannot force them to love you, and if if you're not hailed as the rightful queen, they will fight you, or at least they will reject you. So it's not good. It's not a good thing reputation-wise. It's not a good thing money-wise or rule-wise or anything. So it's a good move for them, but it really felt forced. Rhaenyra's coronation was a lot better.
Seriously, guys, when we saw the coronation of Aegon, in my head, I had this this image from Shrek, when he got the
applause.
C'est quoi bourreau en anglais déjà?
Executioner.
Executioner, yeah. It's like the one with the big cardboard, comme applause, say it's everything. It's like they just
the dragon comes up, say
They just did what people wanted them to do. So basically.
Okay, so what hurts me the most is that we just lost a son.
We lost Luke.
Luke, this is the youngest, man. It's so the youngest of strong boys. It fucking sucks. It's a strong ending though, and no play on words, and I did that several times today.
But the worst, the fact that Aemon did not really want to kill him.
He still played with fire because he thinks he's the shit.
Yeah, and he got
burnt.
Not burned. He got dismantled and something.
Well, Aemon got burnt with the fire he tried to play with, and his nephew ended up.
Sploosh on the ground?
Sploosh on the ground. In the sea.
Sploosh in the sea.
But yeah, it's a very strong ending, and that makes me really excited for season 2. It's a good thing we watched it late because we didn't have to wait 1 year for season 2. I don't know when it comes out, but
it's gonna come out in 2024.
Soon. I'm gonna be very excited for it.
We're gonna keep an eye for it.
Yes, I know there's a teaser that came out. When the trailers come out, we might do a video about it, but we don't usually do trailers, so we'll think about it. I have not seen it yet because no spoilers. I'll try not to watch it until the actual trailers are there. And if we do a video, we do a video. If not, we will see you guys with episode 1 of season 2 when it comes out.
Thank you guys for watching this finale with us. It was heartbreaking.
Yeah. We'll see you. If you want to see the full-length reaction to this episode, it will be on Patreon, so you can check it out. The link is in the description below. And that's it.
See you later for the season 2.
Bye.